Okay, so now we're going to start a playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. It's been in my game library. We pretty much finished the prologue of Total War Warhammer 3, and that was just a prologue. We only could play for a limited time, so we can't do a full playthrough of that right now. But since we have this game, this will be our next game that we're going to be playing alongside Age of Wonders Planetfall. I decided to do this because this is more of a character-driven story than a strategic game, so it balances things out. So I have created a character before, but that was based off of an online character and his thoughts and stuff. But I want to make a character typically how I would make my character for a typical Pathfinder game, because I have played Pathfinder like the tabletop game. So I did go ahead and get, I don't have Von Onslaught, so I'm trying this game out before I get Von Onslaught. So let's go through the main story. This one I'm not going to get it because this looks like a regular mission, well, not even a mission, that I can use a new character or await an invitation from a mysterious protector of Galarian as you play through the this dungeon. One of the hardest challenges your party can encounter in the game. Be careful and good luck to you. So these are just treasures and stuff like that. I don't think it's gonna contribute to the story, so I'm gonna try the main story. This episode is gonna be just character creation. We just want a normal one. Your character will suffer full damage from enemy traps. Enemies will fight at full power and will have the usual chances of inflicting critical hit. Your character will die after suffering a deadly injury. Makes sense. If your main character dies, the game is over. If a companion dies, you can resurrect them with Raise Dead or a similar spell, an extremely expensive cert. What? And that's challenging. This one is the damage you suffer from enemies and traps is reduced by 20%. Oh, I can even change it too. So I can get critical hits normal. Death's Door. With this option enabled, your character and companions will not die after suffering a deadly injury and will instead receive a Death's Door condition. If they suffer a deadly injury while under the effects of that condition, then they will die. If your main character dies, the game is over. Dead companions rise after combat. This option switched on, neither your character nor your companions will ever die from any death. I think we should do a realistic one. That's what I'm thinking. I've never played this game before, but I want as realistic as possible. But on the other hand, we are doing a playthrough and it will be bad. We can always just reload it, right? So we can always do it. We're going to keep it normal. Dead companions rise after combat. We're going to exit that off. Remove negative effects on rest. With this option switched on, blindness, ability damage, and numerous other negative effects will be removed immediately upon resting. Okay, that's automatically off. That's fine. Auto level up. Off. Custom leveling up of all characters. Yes, I'm going to keep all of that. Okay, somewhat easier enemies. No, normal enemies. We're not going to give them a boost because we're still doing a normal game. Damage to party. What's normal? How much damage of your party will see from all sources? Normal. Animal difficulty? Normal. Why would we give them strengthened? The party speed depends on the weight you're carrying. I could have that off. Toggle the encumbrance effect on the character. I want this as realistic as possible. We're going to turn that on. Enable character retrain. Unenable allows certain NPC in the game to retrain your character and companions. Yes. Kingdom management normal. Of course, we want the full game experience. Only active companion receive experience. Nah, because they can do stuff on their own. So everyone gets experience. Only skill user receive skill check experience. Nah, because I think in the base game, depending on which DM you get, then he just gives experience for everyone. Only one slave slot is available in this mode. The game saves automatically in key points and upon game exit. We could do that. This mode disables almost all interface hints in combat. lines of attack, current enemy actions, cooldown timers. It shows your character's actions and enemies' health bars. Additional options are available in the game. Additional options are able. It's just disable stuff. We can have Aslanti mode. I'm really thinking about that, but we'll keep that off. We'll just go based off of normal stuff. That's good. Everything's good right here. So I can create a new character or choose any of these users. Paladins, I will never play a main character paladin. Lawful good, these goody two-shoes trash, even though they're super buffed. Especially that paladin's aegis thing that they get the charisma modifier to all saving throws. That is amazing. Sorcerer, we're gonna make a sorcerer, and we're gonna go a human sorcerer with draconic blood flowing through his veins. Even as a child, he knew a bright future lays ahead of him. This is what I want, but I'm gonna make our own character, our own version of Gamar. We're not gonna call him Gamar, so we're gonna create a new character. Portrait. Either we're gonna do a tiefling, because I did get that DLC just so I could have the option to make a tiefling. We usually make, or at least I usually make, half elves. I'm trying to figure out. None of these pictures are good. I think that's a Dampier. It's been so long since I played Pathfinder. All these pictures suck. They're trash. He's cool. I can go with Osimar. Or I can get... Okay, I'll get his picture. So our character could look like that, but we're going to have a different name. So, definitely never human, because humans are boring. I can go with the Tiefling. Tieflings get fiendish resistance. Cold resistance 5, electricity resistance 5, and fire resistance 5. Or I can go half elf like I usually do. I get a +2 to 1 ability score at creation. The character gets a +2 ability of their choice. So, or I can do... I'm pretty sure I'll get the +2 anyway, because I think there's like a feat that gives it. Because we have race, there's the heritage too. So we'll keep tiefling on there for now. That's a male, that's female, because I'm thinking demon dragon. Simultaneously, more and less than mortal tieflings are the offspring of humans and fiends. And then the picture is going to be completely different, but we don't have a tiefling picture, so it's like, what are they going to do with us? We can be like a Hellboy type character. I like these horns. Body type, I don't want to be that bulky. I'm kind of feeling the slender one. We can get like, we're gonna be draconic, and we can't like change our body type through the game, so we'll get a little strength. I'm good with the eyes though. Can I zoom? Why can't I zoom in? This face is cool. This face, I'm not gonna get the glow. Let's do a normal face. Skin tone, I'm gonna go with red. I don't want to go with a blue tiefling. Skin tone, red. Click that. Why can't I click all these things? Red. Yeah, let's go with that one. Hairstyle. I can barely see the hair. I am definitely going to give him hair. Probably this one. That looks alright. That looks alright too. Oh, I can rotate them. Okay. Hairstyle. We'll make him look like that. Aw, man. We're not gonna do a beard. I don't usually do beards. Hairstyle. Hair color. That's the question. I think this is a good hair color. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, main hand, right hand, that's fine. So, next. Class, always. Now, the build that I saw was a monk, and it was more like a melee dragon type instead of spellcaster with the dragon stuff. So, I think for our companion, we'll have our companion go that route where he's like a monk type thing. Monk, then paladin, and we'll just have 2 dragon disciples in our team. But for us, we're going sorcerer. Why is imperial sorcerer, sylvan sorcerer, sage sorcerer? Your magic comes from the knowledge and traditions of your bloodline. We're definitely not going to be any of those. Imperial, sylvan, sage. I get a sorcerer bonus feat. We'll get sage sorcerer. Traditions that your bloodline accumulated through the generations. We're gonna be sorcerer. I don't see where the option is there. I guess I'll pick the bloodline later. So that's a class. We're not gonna do a pre-made build. Okay, so now I get the tiefling heritage. This is where I get my bonuses. So beast brood regard themselves as deserving and opulence. +2 racial bonus to dexterity and charisma, a -2 penalty to wisdom, and a +2 racial bonuses on perception and persuasion. Ooh, perception is great, and they'll offshoot the hit to wisdom. And persuasion when used for bluff checks. They can use the blindness spell once per day. That's good. +2 racial bonus to dexterity and risk. Wisdom, no. We need charisma. That's period. Point blank period. What we need the bonuses in. So beast brood is good. Constitution and wisdom. Hunger seed. Strength and wisdom. Strength and wisdom. Strength and charisma. The strength and charisma can help. -2 penalty and intelligence. We don't use intelligence in this game, except I think like the ultra high tier spell mind wipe can help. Can do intelligence damage, but we don't have to worry about it. +2 racial bonus on trickery and perception checks, and I can they can use the stone call spell. I don't know what stone call does, so I can be Rakshasa are kind of like those tricksters. I kind of like them. Dexterity is gonna give me AC. They can use they gain a damage reduction 2 piercing. How? Blindness is a damage reduction. DR is amazing. Where were all these options in the tabletop game? I probably just didn't have the books. Now I can get Constitution and Charisma, which is good. Take the penalty to Wisdom. Mobility is not that good. Persuasion with Intimidate. I get the +1 natural armor bonus, and I can use Web. It's really not that competitive compared to this, because with the Dexterity bonus, I'll pretty much get an AC bonus. That's pretty much what and plus that will help go to the not the flat-footed, but the touch AC too with Dexterity. If they do have touch AC, they should have touch AC because it made all that. I can get the Shackleborn, Constitution, Charisma, -2 penalty, Wisdom. They're not giving me Perception though. Perception is good, at least in the tabletop. They add +1 to DC of any saving throw against enchantment spells. I'm gonna be just a basic tiefling. Dexterity and Intelligence, a -2 penalty to Charisma. You got me messed up. So it's between the the Pitborn and this gives me Trickery and Perception. They gain a +2 racial bonus on all rolls to confirm the trickery hit. I'll take the hit to Wisdom, and I'll cover from it. Now I get to choose my bloodline, which is obviously the Draconic bloodline. Now I have to know which one I'm going to go with, and I always go with fire, period. So the question is, should I go with red or gold? And I like the contradictions because reds are typically seen as evil. So I'm going to go with gold and just fight that force inside of me. I'm not going to go with infernal. Hopefully in the game I can get the arcane heritage things or get something like cross-blooded. Cross-blooded is bad, but there's a way so I can get these like the infernal or whatever bloodline that's gonna give me extra strength. But let's go with gold. So the gold level, I can't even see past this, but that's good. So now I have the gold dragon. Now we get to look at our skills. So let's boost up wisdom to 0. I can really reduce intelligence if I wanted to, but I prefer, we're gonna max that out. I prefer to, and we're gonna give us some strength, give us some con, and now I'll give us some wisdom. I always max out charisma, duh. Sorcerer. Then we get strength. We could give us a wisdom, but I'm not gonna do that. I got skill points. We need 5 to go into the Dragon Disciple at level 5. So +1 into Arcana. We get a natural +2 thanks to that. We're gonna be the talkers of the party. We always need perception, so I'm gonna have to put the point. I'm losing in intelligence, so I'm not getting any extra skill points, which is unfortunate. I could get another skill point by going into intelligence. That's the only issue with intelligence. I'm losing out on skill points because I only get 2 plus my intelligence modifier, which is fine. I can put an extra 2 in Dex or put an extra 2 in Con. Now we can die. That's an issue. We're gonna get more bonus points to Strength eventually, and we're gonna be long range right now, so we can keep that right there. I kind of want to put something just so I can get an extra skill point, but I know I'm gonna need perception, so let me go ahead and put that point into perception. Oh, we got a huge bonus. We just needed 1 point in there. Okay, great. We're good in perception, probably because of one of our class skills. Wait, is it? Oh yes, it is a class skill, so I can get a point in persuasion. This is probably not the best optimal use of my skills if I go the intelligence route, but I'm decently intelligent, so we're gonna have like a basic character. We got our persuasion up, so that's fine. So I want that persuasion. We don't need use magical device yet, not yet at least. So let's go next. Now we get to choose a feat and a sorcerer bonus feat. So let's see what we have. Oh, we're not gonna teamwork feats now. I never use teamworks in the tabletop version. Let's see. I can boost persuasive +2 bonus to all persuasion and perception skill checks if you 10 or more ranks in the skill. Ooh, that would be nice just to start off. I never choose that. Let me see if I can choose something. This says no. Why is it down like that? Show available. Non-recommended feature. A class ability is most useful ability for characters of corresponding classes. It affects skill checks and modify. So this just basically says they don't recommend rapid shot, obviously. Weapon finesse, obviously not. Arcane strike. This if you're on an attack with a weapon, they don't recommend that, obviously, because even do I want a skill focus? I don't know if in this game, because I'm gonna need skill focus if I want to go into, because I can always pick this feat up later if I want to go into the arcane heritage thing. So I'm not gonna pick this up now. I could skill focus it if I want to skill focus into conjure. No, that's spell focus. We're going, before we get those, we're not going to use that. We don't need quicken spell. We can't use meta magics yet. I want to choose something that I can actually get a use from. Elemental focus. Your spells of a certain element are more difficult to resist. Choose one +1 to the difficulty class for saving throws. Yeah, definitely go elemental focus from what I see, and then we'll just see how the game is. They're telling me spell focus. Add +1 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against spell from the school of magic you select. And it's going to be evocation because that's the main one I'm going to be using for now. Yeah, let's go that. Spell focus. Probably Conjuration. Because they're not going to use any of those right now. We can always go back. We definitely know Evocation is one. Let's go Spell Focus Evocation. Let's go. I can get a Sorcerer bonus feat, Greater Spell Focus, or I can get another Spell Focus. Elemental Focus, add 1 to the for all saving throws against. We don't need Meta Magic yet. Spell Specialization, select one spell, you cast a spell with greater than normal. Select one spell tree or cast a spell by being 2 higher level. I don't know what spell I'll have yet. Let me get Spell Focus, because I know I'm going to go into... Because they don't have summoners, unfortunately. Not in this one. I didn't see a summoner. So I can go Illusion and go that route, and go with the Shadow Evocation route. But I just don't know right now. I'll get a spell on caster level checks. I don't think that's gonna matter until like later on in the game. So let's get something called Elemental Casting, and then Focus Fire, because I know I'm gonna need that eventually. And then as the game goes on, then I will see what are my options. Okay, so here's the spells. I get 2 level 1 spell. Stunning Barrier. You are closely surrounded by a barely visible magical field. The field provides a +1 deflection bonus to AC and a +1 resistance bonus on save. Any creature that strikes you with a melee attack is stunned for 1 round. Will negates. What kind of spell is this? Abjuration? So that means I would have to go back. Summon Monster 1 is really not that good compared... Well, whenever you play the tabletop game, they don't recommend this until you get Summon Monster 3. Mage Armor, I don't need that because I got the Draconic Armor. I'm guessing. I can always sleep. Center on the target point. Medium Rage. Real negates. This is an enchantment spell. Enlarge person for my arm. I want to get that buff. Grease. I want a damage dealing spell. I'm not going to be up front and personal with them. Magic. I can always use Magic Missile. 1d4 +1. Basic stuff. Basic stuff. Some monster basic stuff. Vanish. 1 round. This will be nice, so they don't see me. Flare Burst. All creatures within. So I might change it from Evocation to something else. Like get Color Spray. Something to hurt them. So get Sleep. Yeah, get Sleep so I can manipulate the battlefield. I know it might not look like a regular Dragon Disciple, but it's gonna work. So we got the spells. Let's go back to abilities. And Spell Focus. We're gonna go Spell Focus Enchantment, because Sleep is an enchantment spell, and I think that will work with Haste or something like that. So unfortunately I can't see future spells, but let's go character.
This will hurt. Let's shake a leg.
No.
Together we stand.
Forwards.
The path is clear.
Let's hear you cry.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
We do it my way.
I'll go ahead.
I don't like that voice.
Guide. March, march. Combat is adjourned.
A mere flesh wound.
Let's go with that one. I don't know any of these days. Faraz, Gajwan, Serenif, Erastus, Erodus, Rova, Lamashon. Is that based off of Lamashtu, Cathona? Let's go with the Abadius. Okay, since he's gonna be a fire guy and I don't have a better portrait, I'm gonna name him Vani. Vani L, and from the House of L. House of L is gonna come up in other playthroughs. I'm gonna be true neutral. Yeah, we're gonna be true neutral. That's usually how I start off my characters, but I usually play them. Usually my characters turn out either neutral evil or chaotic something. Never chaotic evil, because you know, can't play that in a party. So next.
I'll take care of it.
So what is this? Sorcerer, ranged attacks, Melee attacks, I don't know what that +1. Probably because I got the dexterity. Special abilities, coup de grace. Blindness. Okay, because I got that spell. I can grow claws thanks to me being a dragon conic sorcerer. I have cantrips. Sorcerer can cast a number of cantrips or 0 level spells. I don't know what spells I get. Probably I'll have to learn them. I got this persuasion, boost up, perception, martial qualities, no base attack bonus, that's fine. Fiendish resistance, initiative, armor class, and saving throws. Okay, looks complete. I wish I had a blown up version of him. I have 8 hit points. It's fine. Flat footed 10, AC 11, touch 11. I need to get. I didn't get mage armor. They didn't give me mage armor for some reason. Well, they told me not to get mage armor for some reason. Why did they tell me not to get mage armor? Draconic bloodline, because I can always lose it later. I'm gonna try not to get hit. So let's complete this. Oh no. Okay, so this is the initial start point. So we'll see how this goes, and then we'll save it.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord.
Okay, so I think it saved the game. Banquet Hall, Gazrin, end game. This is the this is Vani's, and then you have Darth Ryu. So this is the auto save. Okay, so I'm gonna start a new video, and then we'll continue from there. Thank you for watching.